Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Warsaw Stock Exchange. Today we have a new listing on the main market of the Warsaw Stock Exchange. The company CAPTOR Therapeutics coming to our market, and we are very glad with this. We have representatives of the company online with us. There's Tom Shepard, the CEO and the President of the Management Board, Michał Walczak, co-founder and member of the board, Sylvain Cotin, co-founder and Senior Vice President, and Aleksandra Skibinska, CFO of the company. Hello, how are you doing? Mr. President, I'm handing over to you, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning. I'm Tom Shepard, CEO of CAPTOR Therapeutics, and I'd like to thank the Warsaw Stock Exchange for providing us with this opportunity to celebrate what's a critical day in the evolution of our company. First listing on the Warsaw Stock Exchange under the ticker CTX. It's an exciting day for all of us. It was several years ago that particularly Michał, Sylvain, and founding investors really had the vision of a new way of treating patients, of discovering drugs that can treat patients, particularly patients with few satisfactory treatment options, cancer and autoimmune disease. This revolutionary way to discover new drugs is called targeted protein degradation, and this is the sole focus of CAPTOR Therapeutics. And we're proud to have this day to bring to the public investors and institutional investors in Poland this investment opportunity. Today is the culmination of years of hard work since the foundation of the company. It's not just during the last few months of running an IPO. And during all these years of hard work, persistence and breakthrough science, since the foundation of the company, it's really got us to where we are today. And I have to say the adventure is only beginning. So the future is where we want to be going with all that same persistence and hard work. So this is really a moment to thank the team at CAPTOR. Since the foundation, as I say, since those years ago when it was a small operation just with some ideas, and now we've got to this stage where we're a serious company with over 85 people. So as well as thanking the CAPTOR team for getting us to where we are, I'd also like to say a brief thank you to our advisors who have helped us through this process to get this IPO done. A terrific IPO, I have to say. From my experience, even by international standards, I think it was a great success. And it's just a testament to the growing maturity of the Polish capital markets that a company like CAPTOR can come to be the first TPD company, a public company in Europe. So I would like to thank our investment bankers, Tricon and PKO Bank. On the legal side, MGH Legal, who did a great job for us. And also, of course, who are with us today, our media relations group, CC Group. So with that, I really just like to say thank you very much again for this opportunity, and to the CAPTOR team, we can celebrate this great day. And I think, Michał, you maybe have one or two thoughts as a founder.
Just 2-3 sentences that we are very pleased to be the first European company in the field of targeted protein degradation who becomes public. We think this is a big milestone for the entire ecosystem. This IPO will help us accelerate our research and development, and we are strongly convinced that it will bring the next level of drug development. And it's a tremendous success, as Tom said, of entire team, all the people involved from the very early days on, all the not only scientists, but also the investors and all the supporting groups. Thank you.
Okay, it was a really great IPO indeed. And you're a young biotechnology company. So what makes you different from other companies from your sector?
Yes, it's a question we often got when we're talking to investors. And in fact, the basic difference is our total focus on this new technology called targeted protein degradation, or TPD. It's really just a totally different way of making new drugs. And it really makes a big difference to us because it really allows us to develop drugs against targets or diseases that really are not capable of being treated with the drugs that are available today. So it really is a totally new paradigm shift in drug discovery. And we think that is a huge differentiator, even by comparison to advanced biotech products like antibodies. We have a totally new way of doing things. And because we are really the leading company in this area, not only because of its IPO, as Michal said, but we were one of the early players in the field. So we are joining the ranks of other companies in the US, a small group of specialist companies who are public companies in TPD. We are, I believe, the 5th player in the world. So combining this TPD technology with really, we've managed to build a high caliber, international experienced team, not only the management team that you see before you today, who are from different countries, different backgrounds, different experience, but all with great track records in the past. But we also have a capable group of young scientists, many of whom are highly qualified Polish scientists who had careers overseas, then came back for the opportunity to join CAPTOR and really join the bustling and growing Polish economy. So I think we have the advantage differentiator certainly in the Polish scene, but also in the European scene, of being one of the very few companies in this new area. And on a global basis, I think we have tremendous advantages by being based in Poland. We have much more capital efficient research, but still of a very high quality. We have our own Swiss base in Basel, which is a pharma hub. So I think we have really got the best of both worlds. We are, on one hand, got firm support in Poland, and also from the non-dilutive support that comes from the government R&D programs. But we also have this international experience and the international base as well to help us do our business, while our science is primarily, of course, done in Wrocław. So I think that's really the key differentiators for us. And now that we have conducted this successful IPO, we really have the fuel in the motor now to drive the company forward and to continue to be success and meet our vision of being really one of the global players in targeted protein degradation.
Great. And you're after the very successful IPO. You raised, sorry, you raised 150 million Polish zloty. So how will you spend this money?
Yes, it indeed was. It was a great day when we closed that offering. Raising money at the upper end of our target range is always a good feeling in an IPO. It means that our message was well understood by investors. So I think it's also the time to be doing this, because there were three IPOs this year in the USA with the same our peer companies, if you like, that we are in the same field. And these proceeds that we've raised, 150 million zlotys is a lot. We also have secured a number of contracts, R&D contracts for supporting innovation, which will add us significantly over 100 million zlotys in the future to really drive our R&D. And the main objectives are really to take two projects forward to have the approvals for early clinical phase among the 5 projects we have at the moment. We want to expand the scope and the power of our TPD platform because we really want to have globally one of the best platforms available for discovering new drugs. And then, of course, we have a lot of intellectual property which is coming out of our laboratory, so we really need to be very strong and have the resources to secure that globally. And then finally, we're going to reinforce our position in Basel so that we really are a Polish, Swiss facilities, again, which is really meeting our global ambitions to be a player, because biotech is a global market. It is not a Polish market.
Mm. And you have several drug development projects. So what are the near-term goals in this respect?
Yeah, we have 5 projects in our pipeline, of which 4 are at the step just before entering into to preclinical development, which is actually one of the steps where there is a significant amount of added value, news flow. We will be, in the coming 6 to 18 months, we expect to have a lot of achievements in our pipeline. For example, specific data on being able to how the efficacy works in tumor models of very particular diseases which have unmet needs. The aspect of a big milestone is determining our candidate that we want to take to clinical trials. The nomination of our clinical candidate is a big milestone again, which we expect to announce that for probably 2 projects in the next 6 to 18 months. And of course, in parallel to all the scientific news flow, which we think will be a lot, we will also build on the fact that we signed a collaboration with a Japanese Tokyo Stock Exchange listed pharmaceutical company in December last year. And in the coming 6 to 12 months, we expect to probably have other collaboration agreements with pharma companies to announce as well, which will further solidify the company and allow us to go forward in many different directions towards our objectives, as we outlined in some detail in prospectus. And I would obviously refer people to that information if they want to know more details.
Great. And in the development, the companies like yours, how do you see the role of the capital market?
Yes, I think it's key. First of all, obviously, we're in a situation at the moment which is unusual because of the pandemic. There is, on one hand, I would say, in some ways, a positive effect because the way the biotech industry and pharma industry has reacted so quickly with vaccines has generated some interest in biotech in the general media. But of course, I think we've also had the fact that both in Poland and worldwide, the biotech industry has continued to mature, and therefore, there's more and more successful projects which are coming through as the industry matures. And I think the capital markets have played a key role in this. The fact that we could access this amount of funding to take our projects forward really is something that would have been very difficult without accessing the capital markets, and intelligent and mature capital markets. And I think that's the thing which is, as myself as a foreigner, one of the things which has surprised me since I've been working with CAPTOR is really the fact that the Polish innovation and the Polish capital markets are really ready and willing to launch into these innovative industries. And we've seen that also in the IT and gaming sectors, where I think Poland is really building a reputation as one of the capital markets of interest, even with some foreign companies listing here. So I think biotech may well start to go in that direction. I think particularly the CAPTOR IPO is really a milestone because it really is a very innovative approach with a completely internationally focused company. So I think it's good. I think the 2 aspects are related. More and more Polish companies coming with true innovation who need capital, and the Polish investment community, who many have invested in biotech overseas and seen the possibilities, and now they're really happy to be able to do that in their own home market.
Okay, it was a really tremendous success, and thank you very much for this fantastic insight.
Thank you.
Gentlemen,
thank you very much.
Congratulations on your IPO and on the listing on the Warsaw Stock Exchange. We are really glad and delighted that you chose the Warsaw Stock Exchange as your business partner. And on the behalf of the Warsaw Stock Exchange, I have the pleasure to present you and your whole team with this symbol of the Warsaw Stock Exchange, with this crystal ball.
Okay.
And we send it immediately to your company. Congratulations.
Thank you very much indeed.
I wish you all the best on the capital market and in your business.
Thank you.
Okay. I know that you prepared a presentation of your company, the video presentation, so please start the film. So as you well know, the first listing is just the beginning of your story on the capital market. But anyway, I want to wish you again all the best to you and to your employees. And finally, I look forward to seeing you on one of our investor relations conferences here in Warsaw or worldwide.
Okay, absolutely. We'll definitely be there. And thanks very much again for welcoming us to the Warsaw Stock Exchange and for your collaboration. Thank you.
It's a privilege to be part of your story. So thank you for attending this event, and hope to see you soon on the Warsaw Stock Exchange in Warsaw.
Okay. Thank you. Bye for now.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
So it's the and good luck to you, and please watch our next listings on the Warsaw Stock Exchange. Thank you and see you soon. Goodbye.